Okay, I know I look like crap right now, and I know it's been about 2 weeks since my last upload, but you know what? Life is a bitch. And then you die. Screw it, let's just get right into this. So Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania is now the third movie in what I guess is the Ant-Man trilogy now. How Paul Rudd's Scott Lang has more movie appearances than Henry Cavill's Superman? I don't know. But you take one look at the trailer, and this movie is pretty much what you already think it is. Cassie Lang builds a machine that sends a signal down to the quantum realm, everyone gets sucked into the quantum realm via Kang, played by Jonathan Majors, and now everyone needs to find a way home and stop Kang the Conqueror in the process. Pretty standard Marvel adventure formula. And this being the first movie in Marvel Phase 5, it really needed to stick the landing. If you've seen the Rotten Tomatoes score for this movie, it would lead you to believe that everyone hates Quantumania. But I don't give a rat's ass what Rotten Tomatoes thinks, because Rotten Tomatoes is not the be-all end-all when it comes to film criticism. You guys know me, I like to remain as unbiased as I possibly can when I'm reviewing movies. And that's why I can say when it comes to Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, it does have problems, but at the end of the day, I still had fun watching it. I know that there are people out there that have been let down by this movie, and I totally see why. The one thing I was looking forward to the most, kind of like everybody else, was the prospect of Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror. Like, I wanted to see the genesis of this character that's supposed to rip the MCU and the multiverse in half in a way that Thanos never could. And while he is pretty damn cool in the movie, I'm not really sure if I'm ready to say that he's on par with Thanos yet. Nevertheless, Jonathan Majors just commands the screen. And normally, Marvel would be poking fun at a character like this 100 miles a minute. Credit where credit's due, they actually managed to make him threatening and at times pretty damn scary. Jonathan Majors plays Kang with a lot of charisma and a lot of malice. Like that scene after he's captured Scott Lang and Cassie, and he looks at Scott and he goes, "Listen, Scott, you're gonna help me get what I want, and if you don't, I'm gonna kill your daughter, and then I'm gonna make you relive her death over and over and over again for all the time." You're like, yeah, he's not playing around. I think he means that shit. Big dick energy is real with Kang. Same can't be said for MODOK. I'll say, if you're a MODOK fan, this movie's gonna piss you off. I'll be the first to say I'm not really a MODOK fan, so the way he was portrayed in this movie really did not upset me that much. That CGI sure as hell ain't doing him any favors. Come on, guys, it's been 18 years since Shark Boy and Lava Girl, and we still somehow can't make Floating Head Syndrome look good. I guess it's a good thing that he's ultimately a joke character in this movie, because nobody's gonna be taking him seriously with that dome. Paul Rudd is great like he always is, but I really do think that Quantumania really missed an opportunity with him. This is obviously a post-Endgame film, so I kind of would have liked to have seen more of how the snap affected Scott. But the movie just kind of glosses over it by saying, yeah, he's doing great. He's famous now, he's got Hope as his girl, and I mean, yeah, his relationship with his daughter's kind of shit, but you know what? He's doing great. Speaking of Cassie Lang, as far as her character goes, yeah, I really didn't feel anything for her. And normally, guys, I don't like to play the woke card or talk about identity politics when I'm reviewing a film. Catherine Newton does have some decent scenes and moments, but the social politics with this girl is just so in your face to the point where there are moments where you're rolling your eyes from the shit she's saying. Plus, she's just kind of a genius out of nowhere. Gone are the days where it took Tony Stark weeks to months to build the Mark I armor in a cave with a box of scraps. Now, apparently, teenage girls can build quantum satellites and start tech in their fucking garages. Why? Just because they can. She's also just kind of a bitch when she tells Scott that he hasn't really done anything worth a damn. Oh yeah, it's not like he totally came back from the depths of the quantum realm to help the Avengers save half of the universe from this evil guy that was getting ready to destroy the entire universe. You know what? Know your place, you little shit. I will tell you guys this, though. I did appreciate the fact that Michelle Pfeiffer had a lot more to do in this movie. She kind of just popped up at the end of the last movie and just kind of cured the bad guy, and that was about the extent of her usefulness in that movie. And for some reason, I don't know if I'm the only one that pointed this out, did the people making this movie just magically forget that she had powers at the end of the last one? She does have a very interesting connection to Kang the Conqueror, and seeing her and Jonathan Majors on screen, they have really good chemistry, even though she just felt the need to keep Kang's existence a secret from everybody that she knows. Like, if you know he's down there in the quantum realm and you know he's super dangerous, why the hell are you letting Cassie Lang build quantum tech in your garage? And even when they're in the quantum realm and they're neck deep in shit, she still doesn't want to tell anyone what's going on or who this this big mysterious Kang guy is. Why? So we can draw out tension, I guess. When it comes to the special effects and CGI, I do think that it fluctuates from time to time. Some points the effects are really good and you can't help but get sucked into the world when they manage to make the quantum realm feel like an alien world we've never seen before. And I just love the color palette and how vibrant everything can be at times. This is also, unfortunately, the movie's biggest kryptonite. Because everything is so CGI and because everything feels very artificial sometimes, it just kind of draws down any tension at all, and it makes it really hard for me to care about certain things when I know that they're not real. I just found that I didn't care all that much about what was going on, even though it is eye-catching. Nothing about the environments or the world feels real enough to make me want to care. It's just clumps of CGI packed together on top of more clumps and dumps of CGI, and it just felt very underwhelming. Like, Kang probably could have wiped out the entirety of the quantum realm, and I wouldn't have given any less of a shit. Fight between him and Ant-Man at the end was pretty sweet. I will give this movie that. I know Marvel has been having a really big CGI effect problem in recent years, and for their sake, I hope it gets better, because after some of these CGI jobs I've seen them do, I'm kind of worried about how Kang Dynasty is going to turn out. In the end, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania has some really good genuine moments and some really good moments of fun. The action is awesome and stellar, and it has a really good villain in Kang the Conqueror. But the overload of CGI, Cassie Lang's annoying ass, and the few plot errors really drug this movie through the mud for me. If I could compare it to all the other movies that have come before, I want to say it's probably on par with a lot of the Marvel movies we saw last year. Enjoyable for sure, but probably could have been a lot better with a better story and just overall better direction. In fact, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania probably would have been a better time if I was high.
Roll it up, Jeremy, roll it up.
Smoke weed every day.
Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I know it's been about like 2 weeks since my last upload, and I'm really sorry about that. But like I said, you know, life gets in the way, and life sucks. It just really sucks. I guess I should touch on Michael Douglas for a second, and it ultimately just kind of boils down to, I don't even know why he was in the movie. He's ultimately just a Deus Ex Machina at the end of it, and he's just kind of there. But anyway, I won't keep you guys much longer. Thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And as always, I'm the Unbiased Movie Nerd. I'm saying peace, and I'll see you guys in the next review. Peace out, everybody.